Dear devotees, respected guests, parents, teachers, and my dear students, we warmly welcome you all to the Vidyāmṛt Annual Day celebrations. We will be beginning shortly. Kindly take your seats and prepare yourselves for an evening of learning, reflection, and joyful celebration. Let us begin this auspicious evening by invoking divine blessings. We invite everyone to immerse themselves in a short Kīrtan by Vidyāmṛt students, which is Vṛndāvana Ramyasthana, setting a spiritual and joyful tone for the event. Kindly join with your hearts and voices.
Vṛndāvana Ramyasthana Divyacindramani Dhama Vyatana Mandira Manohara Abeta Kalindini Raja Hamsa Kili Kole Tahe Shobhe Kanaka Kamala Vṛndāvana Ramyasthana Divyacindramani Dhama Vyatana Mandira Manohara Tara Madhye Mapita Ashtadale Beshtita Ashtadale Pradana Naika Tara Madhye Ratnasane Bashiyache Dui Jane Shama Sange Sundari Radhika Vṛndāvana Ramyasthana Divyacindramani Dhama Vyatana Mandira Manohara Olupala Banyarasi Amiya Pariche Kashi Asha Parihasa Sambhashane Nayotama Dasa Koi Nitya Leela Sukha Mohe Sadai Spurukha Moramane Vṛndāvana Ramyasthana Divyacindramani Dhama Vyatana Mandira Manohara Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for that uplifting beginning. We now have the great fortune for hearing from His Grace Harikshetra Prabhu, who will enlighten us with valuable spiritual insights from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. Let us receive his words with attention and gratitude.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschate Desha Tarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vṛnda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So I'm happy to come here for this annual day celebration. So it's a small beginning, but it's a very, very solid beginning. And I'm very sure that this will become a very big event in the future, when it comes. So now I had attended the annual day celebration just day before yesterday, our Anita Mataji's play school. So there as well I was sharing this particular point. So generally education, people think that it is memorizing of things and learning of skills and things like that. So but education, what is education or what is knowledge? It's very nicely described in Bhagavad Gita. So I'll just recite these wonderful shlokas. Amanitvam adambitvam ahimsak shantirarjavam acharya pasanam saucham stairyam atma vinigraha indriyarteshu vairagyam anahankara evacha janma mrityu jara vyadi dukkha doshanu darshanam ashaktir anabhishvanga putradara grahadishu nityam cha samachittatvam ishtanishtopapatishu mai chananya yogena bhaktiravyabicharini vivikta desha sevitvam aratir jana samsadi adhyatma jnana nityatvam tattva jnanartha darshanam etad jnanam iti proktam ajnanam yad atonyatha. So here Krishna very nicely mentions that a list of items which is considered to be knowledge, etad jnanam iti proktam, and then whatever else apart from this, he is mentioning it is ajnana. And what all these things, humility, pridelessness, non-violence, tolerance, simplicity, approaching a bona fide spiritual master, cleanliness, steadiness, self-control. So these are all things appears to be like nice qualities. We would definitely like these qualities to be developed in our children and in ourselves as well. But how is this knowledge? So, like in the Vedic system, we all might have heard that tamasoma jyotirgama. So we are in darkness and we have to proceed towards light. Of course, we have sufficient lighting. This, what is it? Camera lights are also there here. So how are we saying that we are in darkness? So what is meant to be darkness is, like if we are able to perceive what exists, then that is considered to be knowledge. So now a small kid, if you give a 100 rupee note or something like that, he will think that it is something eatable. He'll just put it in the mouth. So knowledge is not there. So he's able to see things, but he's not able to see things in the proper perspective. So in reality, what exists? Krishna mentions that Supreme Personality of Godhead exists. And then his external energies, earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, false ego. And then beyond that, there is soul and there is super soul. So there is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So all these things exist. But when we are able to see, we are able to see things on the material platform, and we are not able to see things in its real perspective. So when we see things in real perspective, we understand that everything that exists belongs to God and everything should be utilized in the service of God. So that is considered to be knowledge. And how this knowledge is brought about, this knowledge is not brought about from somewhere else externally. It is something that is there, very, very intrinsic to the living entity, and it has to be brought by a culture. So that is why these things are very important. Like Srila Prabhupada nicely writes a purport here. This process of knowledge, these items are considered to be the process of knowledge, is sometimes misunderstood by less intelligent men as being the interaction of field of activity. But actually this is the real process of knowledge. If one accepts this process, then the possibility of approaching the absolute truth exists. Because knowledge means to, as we have discussed, like knowledge means to understand things in reality. So what exists is that absolute truth, the Supreme Lord, along with his energies, and like whatever we see is two different classifications of energies, the external and internal, the material energy and the spiritual energy. So, and that is possible by this culture of knowledge. This is not the interaction of the 24 elements as described before. So generally, like we see that if matter alone cannot produce knowledge. So the spiritualist, there are some class of spiritualists, they call everything matter as ignorance, and then Jagat Mithya, they call the Jagat Mithya, and like we don't need to do anything with Jagat. So but then, in a particular way of using it, it actually produces knowledge. Just like two stones, so they are stones, but then if in a particular way it is rubbed, it actually produces fire. So stone is completely different from fire, but the stone is able to produce fire. In the same way, matter, intrinsically it is ignorant in nature, but when the matter is utilized in a particular way, it actually produces knowledge. So that is something that needs to be very nicely cultured. And in fact, this whole endeavor of this Vidyāmṛt and all these things, like we were discussing in many occasions, and in one of the classes in Sarjapur I was mentioning about homeschooling and stuff like that, and our Umesh Prabhu also was thinking in some lines, something of the same lines. So immediately that sparked something, and from there, like many things happened. So it is very, very important. Even though it is small, even though like right now we are not seeing a big traction, but still it is very important. Like we should have a solid endeavor in this direction. Srila Prabhupada used to criticize the modern system of education. So like what is the problem with the modern system of education? So the modern system of education, the science, technology, the mathematics, and then all these things are very wonderful. Only problem is, Krishna mentions there is 24 elements, plus along with that there is soul, there is super soul, all these things are there. Our only contention is they cut the soul and super soul, when explaining the energy of Krishna. So they just try to cut, the Krishna from this one. So this is, technically called the Ravana mentality. So Ravana wanted Sita without Lord Ram, So the modern, education system, what has been developed, so they consider like the energy of Krishna, that is earth, water, fire, air, ether, they utilize very nicely, they make machineries and all those things. It's all nice, but then it has to be Krishna conscious, Krishna centric. And Srila Prabhupada used to tell, okay, fine, you have made all these machineries. Now you utilize all these things in the service of the Lord, then it makes everything complete. So a God-centric life is something that is the Vedic system, and nothing is deprived. So everything is there. Whatever is like, in fact, we cannot create something new also. So whatever interactions that we have, everything is, like we have the 5 original rasas, Shanta, Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, Madhurya, and things like that. And then we have other rasas, like whether it is spiritual or material, these things must be there. So only thing is the way we need to do these things, that needs to be properly done according to the scriptures. So only, now I'll just like to read one quality here, which we generally call it as quality, the humility, tolerance, patience, and things like that. But here it is presented as a process of knowledge. So I'll just read the first quality. Srila Prabhupada gives a very practical example of how to implement this knowledge. So it is, here he mentions, as far as the knowledge outlined here, the items may be analyzed as follows. Humility means that one should not be anxious to have satisfaction of being honored by others. The material conception of life makes us very eager to receive honor from others, but from the point of view of a man in perfect knowledge, who knows that he is not this body, anything honor or dishonor pertaining to this body is useless. So we see that this is a training that needs to be given. So if the modern education, if they train the students in this way, so we would not criticize, we would appreciate rather. So our endeavor here, it's not just the skill-based training, it's not just like how we will fill our bellies, or have our life going on and things like that. It is about how we will cultivate this knowledge through the process of knowledge that is given. So we need to train the children, like, if we are doing something, it's not that we are doing it for some appreciation. Definitely appreciation must be there. But then, it is not that, like, we should just do it for the cause, like, it's a good cause, then I must do it, or if something is bad, I should not do it. It's not that, what if I do, I will get more likes in the social media and things. That is what is like, right now it is trending. So it is not about like what I am supposed to speak, I have to speak, whether I get likes or not, it doesn't matter. So this is something very important. And just Umesh was sharing with me that children have made a storybook on truthfulness. Truthfulness is also one of the pillars of Dharma, one of the solid, very, very important aspect of knowledge. If the Dharma is not followed, Krishna mentions in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the material nature actually covers the intelligence of the intelligent person. So, but if the Dharma is followed, this covering, the material covering can be uncovered and the real knowledge can be unearthed. So that is the most important, this one. So generally, like, even amongst devotees, I see that okay, devotion is separate and knowledge and education is separate. No, it is not like that. So the process of knowledge, this like whatever is outlined here, this is what is very, very important. In fact, the traditional education is, even a king's son, a prince, if he goes to the Gurukul, one of the first tasks that is given to him is he has to go to door to beg. Humility is taught. So like, he cannot be like, I am a prince, like, what are you asking me to do? So he cannot be like that. He has to go and beg. And begging means he may get what he wants, he may not get what he wants. And how is he going to react? Okay, if like I'm just begging, and if you are kind enough to give me something, you can give. And if you don't wish to give, like, I'm okay. So this is a training. And this is how the knowledge is cultivated. So when this is a culture, when this culture is put again and again and again and again, so then the knowledge actually is unearthed. So this is a process, and I'm very, very happy. Like, Prabhuji has made his, through his innovative ways, he has engaged children in thinking about these wonderful qualities, which in the modern day, like the exact opposite is being taught. Hook or crook, you just make your life, So that is like, ajnana. Basically, that is ajnana, So whatever it may be, even if somebody bribes me, even if I were to get extra profit or something like that, I would not budge from the dharma. So this is something very, very important. So if we train our children on dharmic principles, so then we can expect a peaceful society. In fact, whenever there is an upheaval in the society, Krishna comes, the Supreme Lord comes, and what is his purpose of coming? Dharma samsthapanarthaya. How is he going to benefit the people? How is he going to take care of the people? How is he going to nourish them and help them? Just by establishing the dharma. So by establishing the dharmic people, so we as representatives of the Lord, so we as we have an important role in the society. So we need to strive to establish dharma. And how to establish dharma? If we teach dharma and if we practice dharma, so that is how we can keep the dharma alive. And so I was just sharing in the other program as well that just now we finished the Ram Navami celebration, and in the Ramayana, like, we find two, like, important characters. One is Ravana, like, he was a terror for the entire society. Another is Lord Ram, who was the protection and shelter for the entire society. So now we are raising our children. It's not our personal choice how we want to raise our children. It's a social responsibility. Tomorrow, if our children become Ravana, and like so many people are tormented by our children, all that karma will come to us also, right? So it is not that I just raised my child like as I want. So it's not like that. So what they are going to do, it's not like producing children and raising them. It's actually a social responsibility. It's not a personal activity. It's not one's personal choice or something like that. So, and we as representatives of the Lord, being a parent, being a teacher, being, like all these roles are, we are supposed to be representatives of the Lord. And our job is to convey our culture, give the culture, which the Lord expects, to our next generation. So this is our, this is our whole outlook. And, I'm very happy with Umesh Prabhu's steadfastness and then full focus and solid faith that this will work. If nothing works, at least I want my children to be very solid, So that's that's very, very encouraging. And definitely wherever, I always believe, wherever there is a solid cause, so then that attracts, that attracts a lot of traction. It may take some time, but it definitely attracts, So we don't want any cheap followers also. We want people who really want to stand for, be there for this real culture of knowledge. And so this IKS library, so people may have different idea of what is IKS. So, but we have a clear idea. So Indian knowledge system, the Indian traditional acharyas, so they have given this knowledge, and this library will be filled with many wonderful gems of knowledge. And today we are also inaugurating the mine of knowledge, the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. In fact, I would like to speak just two this one's important things about Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. The Vedic system is organized in such a way. All the Vedas, if we see Saṁhitās, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, Upanishads, and all those things are there. So these are divided as Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda. So the Karma Kanda scriptures, that is the Saṁhitās, Brahmanas, Aranyakas and all, so they have to be clarified by Upanishads. And Upanishads is clarified by Gita. And Gita is much more clarified by Vedanta Sutra. And Vedanta Sutra is clarified by Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. So in fact, it is mentioned Vidyāmṛt means the highest form of Vidya, the highest clarity of Vidya or knowledge is present in these pages of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. So it's ideal that every education institute must have Śrīmad Bhāgavatam as the ideal thing. So today we are inaugurating or installing Śrīmad Bhāgavatam here, and it's the personal form of the Supreme Lord. It's non-different. It's as good as the deity of the Supreme Lord. So it is so amazing and wonderful that on this nice occasion, so we are receiving the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam also here. So thank you very much for this wonderful endeavor. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So any quick reflection or question or something like that is there. So we would like to take one or two and then we can move on. It's okay? Yes, ma'am. Anybody would like to reflect anything, or maybe Pushkarini Mataji can enlighten us a little more. Hare Krishna. Yes. ठीक है. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Yes.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for your enlightening words. We now move to one of the most auspicious parts of our evening, the installation of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. And later, you want to do it? Okay. Prabhu will follow the procedure for the installation, the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam.
So we will now formally install Śrīmad Bhāgavatam here in this place. So installation of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam is just that we understand and we respect. This is as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And now in this age of Kali, the two important things is the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam and the holy name. So we will invoke this auspicious auspicious presence of the Supreme Lord by chanting the names of the Lord and doing an arati, symbolizing that it is non-different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, Krishna, you can play the karta. Play the karta. Nama Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namah Vishnu Padaya Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Namaste. Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vṛnda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vṛnda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Vangi Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. So now all of us offer obeisances to the Lord in the form of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajkacharya Ashtotara Shata Shri Śrīmad Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajkacharya Ashtotara Shata Shri Śrīmad Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. Grantaraj Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Hare Krishna.
We now move to a very special milestone for Vidyāmṛt. Today we are proud to inaugurate our Innovation Hub, a space where the Indian knowledge system, Legos, STEM, that which science, technology, arts and mechanics, AI lab, empowers creativity, problem solving and purpose in productive direction. Along with this, we will also showcase the student-created storybooks developed at our AI lab, which reflect imagination, values, and deep learning. We invite our esteemed guests to kindly come forward for the inauguration. Umesh Prabhu will speak for a few minutes.
So, Hare Krishna. So, dear Prabhujis, parents, Matajis, children, thank you so much for being here on this important day. It definitely, your presence gives us so much of strength. Without your blessings, your prayers, and your wishes, I don't think anything is possible. So I'm very happy and I'm grateful that you're all here. So today we have started the Vidyāmṛt Innovation Hub in a very small way, but it has a great, it can provide great impact in the Vidyāmṛt and also in the society too. So at Vidyāmṛt, we are deeply inspired by the timeless wisdom from the Isopanishad Mantra 11. So it teaches us something very profound, that true education is not complete with only material knowledge and not complete with only spiritual knowledge, but when both Vidya and Avidya come together, so that is when a child or an individual truly evolves. So that is why our vision is simple yet powerful. We aim to provide balanced education of both material and spiritual knowledge side by side to create spiritually grounded future leaders. So today this vision takes form through our Innovation Hub. So it has three components here. Of course, every school must be having a Lego lab or an engineering lab or a STEM lab or something like that. It's a very common thing. But what is very special at Vidyāmṛt is that we have incorporated IKS. IKS is Indian Knowledge System. In our understanding, it is all about Srila Prabhupada books. Because we know, for some reason we got convinced and we are grounded in that. So what we have here is the Srila Prabhupada's books and his disciples' books, right? And we have very special illustrated children books. For example, if you take Bhāgavatam or Bhagavad Gita or Ramayana or Chaitanya Charitamrita, the disciples of Srila Prabhupada have very nicely, elaboratedly created these illustrated books for children, right? So when children go through that, it is very enjoyable, it is very fun to go through those illustrations and understand. If we ask them to read Bhagavad Gita, I mean, it's a higher expectation for children to read. We only don't read much, right? But when the same concepts are explained through these illustrations, they'll be enthused to learn that. And what we are going to do is that every child of Vidyāmṛt will get an opportunity to take one book home per week. And they are able to read through it, and then we'll be having discussions at classes, right? So that is number one. So it is not just about information, we are looking at the transformation, right? And then the second aspect is the AI lab. So AI is a very new concept, like 1-2 years it has come in, but then we have embraced AI pretty much. So what we have done is that year long we have explained the students about truthfulness, what truthfulness is through many examples and all of that. And of course we have also asked them to narrate their understanding the way that they understand. That is one part. The second part is we wanted them to apply it in the real life. So how would they apply it in the real life? And how can they explain that application through a story? So we have asked all of them to create stories, their own stories about truthfulness. And they have come up with some very interesting stories, right? And what we have done is that we have refined the stories and we exposed children to the AI tools, mainly ChatGPT and Copilot, and we told them how we can use these tools to visualize whatever story that we have created. So we have helped them to create the characters to begin with, right? And then we have created small scenes, and then we have compiled all those scenes, small scenes into Canva and created a storybook, right? So what it has translated is that each of these children have their very first storybook of their own on truthfulness, right? So this is how we are leveraging the technology and deepening the understanding of the traditional values. And so it is said that there is only like 2% of creators and everybody is consumers, right? So we are actually at Vidyāmṛt, we are creating creators who can teach the entire world of what philosophy Srila Prabhupada has given us, right? The third aspect that we have is the STEAM labs. So STEAM, it stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Mathematics, right? Medicine, all right, medicine. Beautiful. There are many kits. There are different kinds of kits that are available, but we have chose specifically Lego for particular reason. So when we actually use those in our educational purposes, or when we talk to tutors of Lego instructors, they say that the difference between Lego and other products is that if we ask Lego to create a circle, it will create a perfect circle. And we ask other products to create a circle, it may create an ellipse, or maybe the circles, the joints, the points would not join, and etc. So there is precision in Lego, and not only that, they have given so many lessons based on these kits. So we'll be getting those educational kits, which will be used by grade 1 to grade 10 students to understand the concepts of science, technology, engineering, arts, and medicine, right? So that is part of our educational framework, okay? I wanted to show you the storybooks, but they are on the way from the printer. So before we break, probably we'll get them, okay? So this is the first step. And the second step, what I wanted to test out in the next summer is that we wanted to kind of promote this facility to nearby apartments and societies and all. And we'll be having a small subscription model for non-Vidyāmṛt students. They can actually come and take the books as well on a subscription basis. And we'll also be having small programs where once in a week they can come here, and we'll mentor them in understanding these books and also applying them, like creating their own storybooks and all of that. So that way we want to kind of reach out to people all across. Yeah. The third step is, if that is successful, of course with your prayers and wishes it will be successful, then this little setup can be replicated elsewhere in all the centers or outside. Whoever wants to have their own small business or a setup and etc., they can franchise this model and they can do that. Yeah. So that's the bigger vision for that. All right. So with that, thank you so much for patient listening, and thank you so much for once again for coming over here. It means a lot for me because last 1 year, 9 months, it had been an upside down journey. I mean, it was going great, fantastic, awesome, and then, oh my God, next day will students come or not? teachers come or not? Would I run it or not? So it had been like that, but then whatever be the case, there was no compromise on the quality of education we wanted to give to the children. Even if there was one student, we were running the classes and we were taking it through. And that will be the case in the future as well. Again, once again, I'm seeking your blessings to kindly help us to realize this vision. This is been done as an attempt to serve the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada and to please their lordships. So that was the only purpose, and there is no other purpose. So, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Thank you for marking this important moment. We are deeply honored to have with us our esteemed keynote speaker, Dr. Pushkarini Panchamukhi Mataji. Mataji serves as the Associate Dean at RV School of Economics and Public Policy and is the Executive Director of the Center for Research in Education Studies and Training at RV University. She brings with her a rich and diverse experience in the field of education with a unique multidisciplinary perspective that beautifully connects grassroots realities with larger policy frameworks. Her work thoughtfully explores how political economy influences education and decision making, while always staying grounded in real-world practice and impact. Beyond her professional achievements, Mataji is long-time devotee and a nurturing mother of two, who has raised her children in a deeply devotional atmosphere. To many of us, she is not just an academician, but a mentor and guide whose wisdom and insights were deeply valued and looked forward to. She is also the author of the children's book, like Hidden Secrets and Hidden Treasures, which inspire young minds and meaningful lessons and values. With great respect and gratitude, let us welcome Dr. Pushkarini Panchamukhi Mataji to deliver the keynote address.
It was a very formal invitation. I'm finding it extremely embarrassing. Okay. Thank you very much, and it's an honor. It's also very inspiring to see. Okay, all this is very embarrassing for me because I'm here because Umesh Prabhuji was very keen that we come here, see how it's going. Otherwise, I had almost chickened out when he said that it'll take at least 1.5 hours for you to reach. So I said, Prabhuji, Harikshetra Prabhuji is anyway coming, so do you really want me to come? But I think it was worth the commute because like Prabhuji was saying, these initiatives are very, very important, even if they start small. And Harikshetra Prabhuji knows how we started in Narasimha temple. Just few of us, few parents used to gather together and we used to homeschool our children. Vardha Krishna Prabhuji's daughter and some of us families used to come together. We used to teach them whatever we could. But I think it eventually pays off. So thank you very much for this initiative. And I asked him, what do you want me to speak? And he said, speak something about how do you build spiritually grounded future leaders? Because that's what Vidyāmṛt stands for. That's the goal of Vidyāmṛt. So I was just thinking, leader, in the sense you want to look at somebody who's successful, correct? And I do not know about this audience, but when you ask somebody who's successful, what comes to your mind? Who comes to your mind? Maybe I should ask some of you. Who comes to your mind? Who's successful? Now, Yeah. And that's why I said, not to this audience. Because I think you will nail it just there. I didn't ask you. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. Spiritually grounded, which is what the vision is here. So very often, we think of somebody who's successful as somebody who has a lot of wealth or a lot of fame. Of course, Srila Prabhupada had all of that, but he had something beyond that as well, which is what we are more attracted to, correct? Which we realize makes all the difference. So I was, thinking that what are these components? What is it that really makes someone a leader, someone successful? So I was, from different things that I read and heard, I was thinking of few things, and one that came to my mind, a couple of things actually, and it boils down to 3 C's. We like all these 3 C's and 3 A's and 3 B's, right? So the one first C that I was looking at was clarity, right? To become successful, you need to have clarity. And this clarity is something, as all of you can appreciate, Srila Prabhupada gave us. In terms of what? In terms of really understanding our own identity to begin with. Though we can't, we understand it theoretically, however, but we still have some kind of a clarity of who we are, what do we want in life, where do we want to go. And this clarity, I think, is something which is very much lacking outside in the outside world. Like I heard, imagine you get into a train and it's pretty crowded and you just ask your fellow passenger, where are you going? Or even before that, if you ask, do you know where this train is going? And this co-passenger says, I don't know. And then you say, okay, you may not know where the train is going, but where are you going? And imagine the passenger says, I don't know where I'm going. So then imagine you telling back this person, I also don't know where I'm going. I just got in because everybody else got in. This train looked beautiful and I just got in because everybody else got in. If you look at it outside, it's something like that. Nobody knows where we are going, but everybody is going and therefore we join the band, isn't it? And that's what is lacking, is missing, that clarity. Where are we going? So it takes a lot of effort, lot of courage to seek for that clarity, which I think Umesh Prabhuji is doing a great job in terms of that courage. But with clarity, you also need, a very important element is contribution. So what are you contributing to the society as such? Right? You may have clarity, but is it really making any difference? So a lot of times people do have clarity, yes. They are very clear as to where they are climbing up the ladder, and that's the goal they have. But unfortunately, what it lacks is this element of contributing something back to the society, which again, I think Vidyāmṛt has this kind of a vision. That what am I giving back to the society? And this contribution has to be connected with the last C, which is connection. What is that connection? You have a positive connection. Contribution can be in any which way. People are contributing in different ways. Right? But the connection in terms of connecting with the Supreme Truth, connecting with the, with people around you, in this sense that everybody is actually a part and parcel of Krishna, and everybody is trying to look and seek Krishna. That's a huge connection that we miss very, very often. And all of this, clarity, contribution, connection, these 3 things go on to make someone a leader in the sense who is truly successful, but not necessarily in the kinds that we normally perceive, normally think. I want to tell you a story. Unless we have a story, children are going to get bored. Yeah, so this story is from Ramayana, and all of you have just celebrated Ram Navami. So this story, I think all of you have heard in one sense, the one angle that you have heard is about Mother Shabari. Yes, all of you know Shabari? Yes? And you know Shabari, she's famous for that episode, yes, where she offers fruits to Sri Rama, right? And how does she offer? Tell me. Yeah? She bites it, that's right, yes. She first bites it, tastes it, and then says, okay, this is sweet, now I can offer, right? But there's a lot more behind this story that we don't know. Shabari, she was very young, and she was actually born in a hunter family. She was born in a family of hunters. Hunters, which means, they kill animals, correct? And they're not supposed to be very, very educated, civilized, like that. And Shabari is very young when she is going to be married. She's very young, and her father has decided that, she's going to get married, and it's going to be her marriage the next day. And Shabari sees outside, she sees a lot of goat and sheep in her backyard, of her home. And she goes and asks her father, what is all this? Why are there so many goats and sheep that you have brought? So her father says, tomorrow is your marriage. So we're going to offer all of these animals as sacrifice. And if we offer them as sacrifice, we will chop them, you will be very happy. Your married life will be very happy. And Shabari is shocked. That's the moment of clarity that she was getting. She was thinking, what is this? I have to be happy at the cost of some other animal, and so many animals, they're all going to be killed for my happiness? What kind of happiness would that be? She says, no, I don't want to belong to anything like this. And at that very moment, there is so much clarity that dawns upon her that she decides to leave her house. She goes away. She said, I'm not going to be a part of this at all. And she goes seeking for more clarity. She says, why is it that I felt like this? Why is it that I felt so troubled? Can someone answer? So she goes from different hermitage or temple, she goes from one place to the other. And she was asking, can you please tell me? And everybody, when they looked at her, they said, a hunter, a woman. And they would shut the door on her face. Says, ask someone else. No, not here. Go ahead. Yeah? So imagine, she had so much courage, but everybody was telling, go away. But Shabari wanted to know the answer. So she kept going from one place to the other. Finally, she reached the hermitage of who? Sage Matanga. Yes? And as he saw her come, what did he see? He looked at her. He didn't see her as a hunter. He did not see her as a woman. Yeah? He did not see that. Just as Srila Prabhupada. When he went to the US, he did not see anybody as a hippie, as a girl, as a boy. No. All he saw was spirit soul. So just like that. Matanga Muni, he saw this soul was so much anxious to find out the truth. He could see from her eyes, he just peeped into her heart and saw her eagerness to understand the meaning of life. That's a big question. That's a big clarity to seek. Yes, the meaning of life. And he said, come in. And he said, come. And she says, will you answer? Actually, you're allowing me inside. Will you answer all my questions? He said, yes. Ruko. Yes, ruko. I said, wait, hold on. We will answer all your questions. You have a lot of service here to do first. And so, Shabari, she started doing a lot of service around the temple, the hermitage. And of course, a lot of other disciples of Matanga Muni were not so happy with this. He says, what is this? Who has our guru? Who has he allowed to come inside? Why? Because they were looking at her as as a hunter, as a woman. Why is she here? Yeah, nobody saw her the way her guru saw her. Yeah, and so many times it happens, so many times in history. This is repeated again and again, how disciples, sometimes they get envious of their own God brothers and God sisters. They feel that, I'm so much better. I will not digress. There are a lot of stories there, but let us finish Shabari's story first. So then anyways, because Shabari's guru was very clear, and Shabari was serving around in the temple, and she started feeling so much peace and happiness. She would serve without any reservations, no thinking about anything else, very sincerely. Many, many years she served like this. When one fine day, Matanga Muni, he was saying that, okay, it's time now for me to go back to Godhead. And some of his other disciples were also around him, who were also very, very elevated like him. And they were all ready to go back to Godhead. It sounds funny, right? It's like, we're going thinking, okay, I have to go to Vṛndāvana now, it's time. And we book a ticket and go. But sometimes these sages, they can actually go in the same, same situation, same body, they can go. And so they were all set to go. And the divine celestial airplane actually came to pick them up. And Matanga Muni was about to go when Shabari came running and said, what about me, Guru Maharaj? What about me? And he says, you have to wait. You still have to get ready. You have to wait. And she says, but how will I be without you? So at that time, Matanga Muni, he takes his garland and he gives it to her. And said, wear this garland. This garland will remain fresh, always. You keep that hope that one day, Lord will himself come here and you will go. And Shabari is just looking at Matanga Muni with this, she can't believe it. She said, what are you saying? He says, Lord will come here. You wait. Every single day you wait. He will come. And whenever you lose hope, look at this garland that I have given you. It will remain fresh. It will remind you that my promise is not false. And Shabari looks at her garland and then she sees Matanga Muni is gone. But she's very, very hopeful now. My Guru Maharaj has told me that my Lord will come. And that's it. From that day onwards, Shabari, what does she do? Every single day she waits. That, today my Lord will come. So she cleans up everything. She puts water on the streets. She nicely sprinkles cool water and then flowers. She decorates it with rangoli, everything. Says, today my Lord will come. Today my Lord will come. Years pass by, but every day Shabari will wake up and say, what if today my Lord will come? And every day she plucks the berries and says, my Lord will come. And then some days, she's growing old now. She's almost, she's almost blind. She can't walk properly. But she looks at the garland. The garland is fresh. And she says, no, my Guru Maharaj has told me my Lord will come. And all of us know. Did Lord come? Yes, he did. And he came with Lakshmana along that way. And when he came, Rama was telling this to Lakshmana, let's go here. Look at the street, it's so beautiful. Let's go here. He knew someone was waiting for him. So he went that way. And there was Shabari, old now. She was a small girl when she came to this ashram. Now she's so old. She looks at these two people are coming from far, and she looks, she says, have you come? And there is Ram. And she says, Shabari, you waited so long. I knew you will come. She says, I knew you will come. And imagine her joy. Yes? When she saw Lord Ram and Lakshman come there. And that's when she offered the berries that she used to collect every single day. Yes, she offered to Sri Rama. And then Sri Rama asked her, how did you manage this, Shabari? Yes, Shabari said, my Guru Maharaj had told me this, that you will come. Yes, my Guru had told you will come, so now I am going back to Godhead. There is Ram. Yes. And imagine in front of Sri Rama and Lakshmana, Shabari returns back home, back to Godhead. That's the beautiful story of Mother Shabari. Why was she able to do that? Wasn't she successful? She is the future leader. She was spiritually grounded, so spiritually grounded. And how was she so spiritually grounded? Because she had this clarity. She contributed with a connection, right? And therefore, I wish the same to all the children and the parents of Vidyāmṛta, and also well-wishers of Vidyāmṛt, to have this faith. You know, if we continue to have this faith that Srila Prabhupada has given us something which is invaluable, a treasure. Right? So it becomes so much important, as the Bhāgavatam says, Dharma prochita kaita votra paramo nirmatsaranam satam. It's actually come here at a time when everything seems crooked. You know, nothing is straight. If you look outside, everybody is doing their own little bit of jugaad. Yes? It's a jugaad world. And people feel that we have to just somehow push in this jugaad world and get away with it, somehow or the other. But this Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Vaidyam vastama vastumatra shubhadam tapatrayon moolanam Śrīmad Bhāgavata pramanam amalam. Am I going... no, that is, I am going to the other verse. Mahamuni krute kimva parairishvaraha sadyo rudyavarudyate kritibihi shushrushubhistat. Shushrushubhis. So shushrushubhi, it's so important that we all pay attention to the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, what wonderfully today has been inaugurated here. Give opportunity to little children. Like he said, it's not so difficult for children to understand Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. In that sense, yes, it has a lot of deep ideas, but to develop a little taste for Śrīmad Bhāgavatam is very much possible when they're very, very small. Little stories from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, little lessons from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. They have brought a lot of illustrated books. That will help. That is enough. And that is enough to develop a very strong clarity with the idea that I will contribute, always remain connected with Srila Prabhupada and Krishna. So with that, I think I will stop here. Thank you very much. If you have any reflections or any comments, any questions, please feel free to ask. Yes? No? Yeah? Yeah.
When they need that, when they feel that they are lagging back in spirituality, or they are not able to connect with God, forget God, they are not even able to connect with anybody around them.
True. True.
You need something like that. That garland was something which is very, very valuable. That was also like invaluable.
So nice, yeah. Yeah, the garland is the most important element of this story because that gave her so much faith, isn't it? Yeah, and that garland for all of us actually is the association of devotees. Fresh, to keep our determination fresh. Yeah, thank you.
One example is clarity you said, right? See, nowadays how people see a tree as a firewood.
Yeah.
Animal as a meat.
Yeah.
Not looking as a jiva.
Yeah.
So that is at the children's level.
Yeah.
This
True. Yeah, true. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you.
But because we don't have that same clarity and all this people are like how Vishnuji mentioned it's only 2% of the leaders and the rest are consumers and all. Also your example of train. It is very sad to see that many are not able to really live a purposeful life also. And we have all these things. Even young children have stress. They need medications to be handled.
Yes, yes.
There are very less, like 5-year-old, 6-year-old, they have. So it is very sad to see that kind of students.
Yeah, I think this lack of clarity is so dangerous. Lack of clarity among elders, because they are thrusting their lack of clarity to the next generation, to the children. And that confusion is just there among the children in the form of stress, in the form of that race, in the form of that anxiety that I must perform. Yesterday I was just having a training session with some principals of schools and PU colleges, and they were saying that it becomes so hard for us to handle parents who come back to us if the child has got 119 out of 120. Then they say that where is that 1 mark gone, right? But I think that's because we treat success only, that's the clarity that we have. That's the lack of clarity that we have. That's the only way we can measure. That's the only thing that is rewarded. There is nothing else everything else is invisible in the education system. Yeah.
So they're just pressured to participate in competitions.
Yeah.
I know schools where every month there's a competition.
Yeah.
Come to grade 1, grade
Yeah.
10 or 12 also.
Yeah.
Like 10 and 12 it is only with year.
Yeah.
And then on and off they don't have.
Yeah.
That is very sad to see.
True.
They're pressured to participate.
True. Because teachers are pressured to conduct events. The teachers are pressured to conduct events so much. I'll tell you, teachers share with me that when there is an annual event like this, and if, when this is such a nice, comfortable group, it's so nice, but when you have a big school organizing a annual event like this, and if the chief guest is going to come, and what happens, she was sharing that we have to keep the matchstick or the little candle ready for the chief guest to light the lamp. And once the candle just blew off, and the principal gave a bad stare at the teachers because the candle blew. She's like, what is my fault in that? But then that's the kind of pressure that they are going through. It's as if, you have to take care of everything, anything that go wrong. Where's your plan B, C, D, and up to Z? That's how it is expected. So obviously their pressure is going down to the students, that you have to perform because otherwise I'm going to be. And if the principal similarly has the same pressure. Why? Because the parents are coming with that, right? There will be no admissions if the principal does not perform. The teachers have to perform, students have to perform, because the society is just a performative, not a transformative society. Yeah, nobody is transforming, it's only performance. And this school, I think, is going towards transformation.
One more last important point is, even her just previous school, I could see that teachers keep changing in every 3 months, 4 months. One is they are being transferred, the other is better basically. So throughout history, teachers are paid less. Why is that? Compared to all other jobs, they say teachers is the white collar job. Even doctors, they pay more. Yeah, just difficult, they can't compare this job with that job. But mostly teachers are paid less.
Yeah, I know.
And growth, or what to say, in many decades, this kind of more or less remain the same. Just that when the monetary value increases, by the teacher's pay scale also increases, but so is the consumption rate as well on the other end.
It was supposed to be a very honorable occupation, isn't it? In the Indian culture, in the Indian system. In fact, world over, it's a noble profession, teachers. But in our country, with this factory system of schooling coming up. It's a factory system of schooling, isn't it? Where, so if you look at it, it began with the Industrial Revolution in England. The Industrial Revolution needed all people to join the workforce, including women. So what happened when everybody was in the workforce? What about children? They need to be taken care of somewhere. And so these waiting halls, which were called as schools, they emerged. And that's the system we are following here as well, right? Where it's a waiting hall. Children are out of house literally for 8+ hours. They're there. And that gives time for parents to participate in the labor force. Because all the clarity that they have is economic progress. And there is nothing beyond that. But we are seeing the repercussions of that kind of a vision, right? That kind of a lack of clarity. Yeah. Thank you. So we can stop there. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you, Mataji, for your inspiring words. We now come to a moment of appreciation and gratitude, the student and teacher felicitation ceremony. This segment celebrates the sincere efforts, dedication, and growth of our students and the selfless service of our teachers. Let us acknowledge and honor their contributions. May I humbly request His Grace Krishna Karanamurthy Prabhu, trustee of Vidyāmṛt Foundation and our keynote speaker, Her Grace Dr. Pushkarini Panchamukhi Mataji, to gracefully come forward and felicitate our students and teachers. Teachers' felicitation. Let us begin by honoring the guiding lights of Vidyāmṛt, our dedicated teachers whose care, wisdom, and commitment shape the lives of our students every single day. Ishita Mataji. We invite Ishita Mataji for felicitation. Ishita Mishra is her full name, is a dedicated educator and versatile professional with a strong foundation in business and academia. She holds a BCom, an MBA, and an MPhil from Christ University, and has also pursued her PhD coursework. Deeply committed to education, she has been teaching and mentoring students since 2012. Alongside her academic journey, she contributes strategically to business development at PinCam Technology, balancing multiple roles with grace. She is also a proud mother of 2 sons. Let us offer our heartfelt appreciation to Ishita ma'am. Sahana Mitra Mataji. Next, we invite Sahana Mitra ma'am. She holds a BSc in Chemistry, BEd, a postgraduate degree in Business Administration, and a Master's in European Society, Science and Technology from Roskilde University, Denmark, along with a diploma in Software Technology. With her diverse academic background and global exposure, she brings depth, structure, and clarity to her teaching. Let us thank Sahana ma'am for her valuable contribution. Hopefully I pronounced the Danish university word properly. Shri Jayanti ma'am. Now we invite Shri Jayanti Harikrishnan Mataji. She is the founder of Shri Music Academy and holds a Bachelor of Engineering degree. She is professionally trained in Western music, theory and piano in the United States and is also trained in Indian classical music, specializing in Hindustani vocals. With over 5 years of experience, she has been passionately teaching piano, keyboard, vocal music, bhajans and shlokas, while also training students in voice culture. Her dedication to nurturing both skill and devotion through music is truly inspiring. Let us offer our sincere appreciation to Jayanti ma'am. The Kīrtans have been sung in the guidance of this Mataji, actually. Students' felicitation. Now we move to celebrating our dear students, the true reflection of Vidyāmṛt's vision in action. Samanvi, youngest student. First, we invite our youngest student, Samanvi. At such a tender age, Samanvi brings innocence, enthusiasm, and a joyful spirit to the Vidyāmṛt family. Her presence reminds us that learning begins with curiosity and happiness. Though in grade 1, she is already confidently exploring grade 2 concepts and is now progressing towards grade 3. Let us encourage and bless Samanvi on her beautiful journey ahead.
I was talking about the storybooks, right? So this was Samanvi's first storybook. Yeah. I'll pass it around. This is her first storybook.
Though she is one of the twin, but she is the youngest. She does behave like a younger child. Next we call upon Saṁhitā. Saṁhitā is an enthusiastic, sincere and creative learner. Though in grade 1, she is already confidently exploring grade 2 concepts and is now progressing towards grade 3. Her eagerness to learn, combined with her lively and expressive nature, makes her truly special. Let us appreciate Saṁhitā for her wonderful spirit.
This is her storybook. We'll pass it on to all of you to watch it.
Next we invite Advik. Advik is a focused and thoughtful learner who shows great curiosity and determination. His steady approach to learning and willingness to explore new ideas reflects a strong foundation for future growth as he progresses to grade 3.
This is Arvik's story. Okay, it's in a context of a school.
Finally, we invite Samvit. Samvit is a bright and inquisitive student who approaches learning with enthusiasm and depth. As he moves to grade 7, he continues to demonstrate a sincere interest not only in academics but also in spiritual practices. His eagerness to learn shlokas and his sincere attempts to chant with focus and dedication are truly commendable. Let us appreciate Saṁhitā for his sincere efforts and growing commitment.
So he did not design a storybook, but he has created a kit to be given to the newcoming students. He has designed a kit.
He pronounces shlokas far, far better than me, and he can also correct his father. So his pronunciation is very good in terms of shlokas.
What is the next? After that,
We offer our heartfelt blessings to all our students. May they continue to grow in knowledge, character, and devotion, and one day become truly spiritually grounded future leaders. And now we start with Brahma Saṁhitā, reciting Brahma Saṁhitā.
Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam Chintamani Prakara Sadma Shukalpa Viksha Laksha Briteshu Surabhi Abhipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasta Sadasam Brahma Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Venam Gwananda Aravinda Dalayatasham Barahavatam Samasitam Burasundarangam Kandarpakotikamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Alola Chandra Kalasadmaramaya Vamshi Ratna Gadam Pranaya Keli Kala Vilasham Shamam Tribhangalalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasya Sakalendriya Vettimanti Pashyanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadujjvala Vigrahasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitam Achyutam Anadi Ananta Rupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayavanam Cha Vedeshu Durlava Madurlava Matma Bhakto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Pantastu Koti Sakavatsala Sampragamyo Vayo Ratapi Manaso Muni Pungavana Sopyasti Yat Prapatasimnya Vichinta Tatvai Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ekopyasaurajayatam Jagadanda Kotim Yachakshtirasti Jagadanda Chayana Antaha Andandalasta Paramanu Jayandragastam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yadbhava Bhavitadiyo Manachastataiva Sambhravya Rupa Mahima Sanayana Bhushaha Suktaya Eva Nigama Praditaistuvanti Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasar Pratibhavitavis Tabirya Eva Nija Rupa Kalakalabis Goloka Eva Nivasat Akilatma Bhuto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santas Adhaiva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti यं श्यामसुन्दरमचिन्त्यगुणस्वरूपं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि रामादिमूर्तिषु कलानियमेन तिष्ठन् नानावतामः करोद्भुवनेषु किन्तु कृष्णा स्वयं समभयः परमापुमान्यो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यस्यैकदाप्तभवतो जगदण्डकोटिं कोटिष्वशेषवसुधाविभूतिभिन्नं तद्ब्रह्मनिष्कलमनन्तमशेषभूतं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि माया हि यस्य जगदण्डशतानि सूते त्रैगुण्यतद्विषयवेदवितायमानः सत्त्वावलम्बि परसत्त्वविशुद्धसत्त्वं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि आनन्दचिन्मयरसात्मताय मनसो यः प्राणिनां प्रतिफलं स्मरतामुपेत्य लीलायितेन भुवनानि जयद्रजस्यं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोलोकनाम्नि निजधाम्नि तले च तस्य देवी महेशः हरिधामश्रुतेषु तेषु ते प्रभावनिचया विहिताश्रयेण गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि सृष्टिस्थितिप्रलयसाधनशक्तिरेका सा एव यस्य भुवनानि बिभर्ति दुर्गा इच्छानुरूपमपि यस्य च तिष्ठति सा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि श्रियं यथा दधिविकारविशेषयोगात् सञ्जायते न हि तथा पृथगस्ति हेतो यशम्बुधामपि तथा समुपैति कार्यात् गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि दीपाचिरे वै रसान्तरमभ्युपेत्य दीपायते विवृतहेतुसमानधर्मा यस्तादृगे वै च विष्णुतया विभाति गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यः कारणार्णवजले भजति स्म योगात् निर्गमनन्दजगदण्डसरोमकूपः आधारशक्तिमवलम्ब्य परं स्म मूर्तिं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यस्यैकनिश्वसितकालमदावलम्ब्य जीवन्ति लोमविलजा जगदण्डनाथः विष्णुर्महान्सेहायस्य कलाविशेषो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि भास्वान्यदास्म सकलेषु निजेषु तेजः स्वीयं कियत् प्रकटयति अपि तद्वदत्र ब्रह्माय एष जगदण्डविधानकर्ता गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यत्पादपल्लवयुगं विनिधाय कुम्भः द्वन्द्वे प्रणामसमये स गणाधिराजः विघ्नान् विहन्तुमलमस्य जगत्त्रयस्य गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि अग्निर्मही गगनमम्बुमरुद्दिशस्य कालस्तथात्ममनसेति जगत्त्रयानि यस्माद् भवन्ति विभवन्ति विशन्ति यं च गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यच्चक्षुरे सविता सकलाग्रहाणां राजा समस्तसुरमूर्तिविशेषतेजः यस्यज्ञया भ्रमति संवृतकालचक्रो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि धर्मोदपापनिजया श्रुतयास्तपांसि ब्रह्मादिकीटपटगावदयाश्च जीवः यद्दत्तमात्रविभवा प्रकटप्रभावा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यच्चक्षुरूपमथविन्द्रमहो स्वकर्म बन्धानुरूपफलभाजनमातनोति कर्माणि निद्राति किन्तु च भक्तिभाजं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यं क्रोधकामसाजा प्रणयादिभीति वात्सल्यमोह गुरुगौरवसेव्य भावै संचिन्त्यतस्य सदृशिं कर्मापुरेते गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि श्रेया कान्ता कान्ता परमपुरुषा कल्पतरवो त्वमा भूमिश्चिन्तामणि गणमयी तोयममृतं कथागानं नाट्यं गणमपि वंशी प्रियसखी चिदानन्दं ज्योतिर्परमपि तदा स्वाद्यमपि च स यत्र शिराभिश्रवति सुरभिर्यस्य सुमहान् निमेषादन्त्यो वा व्रजति न हि यत्राभिसमयः भजे श्वेतद्वीपं तमहमिह गोलोकविद्यं विदन्तस्ते सन्तः शिथिलविचाराः कतिपये श्री ब्रह्म संहिता की जय। हरे कृष्णा।
Okay. Yeah, we'll give it. Yeah. So Sri Brahma Samhita, this 8-minute recitation is quite a tongue twister, and it's quite difficult to kind of learn the pronunciation and all that. And Her Grace Yogini Mataji has initiated Brahma Samhita to teach the students, and they have, at the end of the academic year, they have successfully completed recitation, and we are very happy and thankful for Mataji for initiating this, Mataji. Okay. And we have a small certificate of appreciation for Yogini Mataji as well. Mataji, if you can please. Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. And there's a certificate for Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. Your presence gives us so much of energy for us. And we wish you that you please help us in guiding the children next academic year as well. Thank you. Okay. So, center. And we would also like to thank Her Grace Pushkarini Mataji. And Mataji, would you please come? We have a small certificate for you as well.
Keep it on top of it.
So, you can show it. Yes, yeah. And thank you so much for your keynote speech. This will be in the history forever. Beginning of Vidyāmṛt. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. All right. So, thank you so much, Harikshetra Prabhu, for being the support and giving that inspiration and always giving encouraging comments for us. Without you, nothing is possible. I mean, this is not possible. We would have not come this far. So, we would request your continuous support and your blessings, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Sorry, I know it's already 8 p.m., but there's one more, a small Kīrtan by the students, and then we can take Prasādam.
Patita Pāvana Gaura Hari Patita Pāvana Gaura Hari Patita Pāvana Gaura Hari Patita Pāvana Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Gaura Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari. Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari, Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari, Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari, Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari. Kali Yuga Pāvana Gaura Hari, Kali Yuga Pāvana Gaura Hari, Kali Yuga Pāvana Gaura Hari, Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari, Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari, Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari, Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Gaura, Gaura, 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 Gaura Hari, Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda Ram, Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda Ram, Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda Ram, Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda Ram, Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari, Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari, Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari, Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari. Jai Nitai.
Jai Nitai.
Sarva punyavatam rajan vishwaso naiva jayate, sharira vidya jal jorindriyata he kal, jiyen bale vishesha gaye tara madre jivayati, logo maya suvarmati, tage jidai kadam sambhale, Krishna bolo dayamoy, koi vae jiva jai, ram prasadan tino bai, Shrenyam Gita Pau, Radha Krishna Guna Gau, Premani Kausthu Chaitanya, Jai Nimai, Jai Nitai, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivedanta, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mahaprasadam ki jai.
So we sincerely thank all the parents and teachers for your support, your trust in us. And teachers and the team for their dedication, and our children for bringing life, joy and meaning to everything we do. And as we look ahead, we pray for another wonderful academic year, guided by the blessings of good wishes of all Vaishnavas. And whatever we are doing here, we offer it with humility at the lotus feet of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada for his pleasure and for the pleasure of the Lord. We seek blessings that we may continue this journey with sincerity, with purity and with purpose. And thank you all for being part of this journey. Hare Krishna. And now we can have the Prasādam. Okay, so thank you all so much.